Well, welcome back to those of you who have tuned in from part 1. Thank you guys for tuning in to part 2 of this tutorial. We're going to go ahead and keep on moving forward. If you haven't watched part 1 of this tutorial yet, go ahead and click the link down in the description. I'll include that down there for you guys. Go ahead and watch part 1 of this tutorial first because it's definitely worth catching up, and I will see you guys when you guys return. But for those of you that are ready to watch, let's go ahead and continue on with the tutorial. Next up is Acacia mode. Come to the back side of the farm where your acacia lever block is, and go ahead and break out these two temporary blocks right here. We left those in earlier by accident. Go ahead and come back up here. We're going to place in a block right here. This is a temporary one, just like that. So this is your acacia mode lever block. Go ahead and put in a repeater just like that, with a sticky piston on the face of that one. We're going to put 8 slime blocks on the face of that guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to come up by a concrete block just like that. Come out to the side with an observer on the face of that one with another concrete block on that one, and break that one out. Come to the side of this block here above your observer, place in a sticky piston like that, place in a block on its face, and then a couple more out like this, place one down there, and another one right here. These two are temporary. Go ahead and break these out. Grab a repeater, place it in this direction. Eventually we're going to run a circuit into the back of this guy that will go ahead and power this block, which will run right in here to this circuit over here. Go ahead and come out 3 blocks like this, redstone dust on top. Grab your sticky piston around the other side, place that in right here. Oop, in this direction right there. 2 slime blocks, and then a redstone block right here. Anytime an acacia tree grows, it'll pulse this out, stopping the bone meal in between pulses. Next, come right above this piston, place in a block just like this. Next, go ahead and step up a block again, and then one more time just like that. So you should have 3 in a row just like this. Including this block, you're going to count 7 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Step up a block like this at the end, so that's your 8th block. Go ahead and come out to the side like this. Including that block, 10 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then a sticky piston in the downwards position, just like this right there on the edge. And then a block on its face, just like that. Go ahead and come down 2 more, just like this. Put in one right here and one right here. Go ahead and break that one out. You're going to put in a repeater right there. That'll go ahead and power that circuit anytime that's lodged down, which is going to run back in here to this circuit. Place redstone dust on top of all of your concrete right here, minus the last block. Go ahead and place in a repeater just like that. Then redstone again, all the way back to your original block on top of your observer. Come on back to these blocks right over here. Go ahead and break out this repeater. I put it in the wrong spot. We're going to put redstone dust there and the repeater over here, right there, just like that. Go ahead and come over here in front of the repeater. Place in a sticky piston in the upwards position. A block on top, and then a block out to the side. A repeater right here. Another sticky piston in the upwards position. Another block on top. Come out again with another repeater. This time this one's going to be set to 2 ticks. Okay, so you should have 2 sticky pistons, 1 tick each, and then one with 2 ticks right here. Go ahead and build out this little 2x3 area, 2 blocks by 3. Take this corner block and raise it up by 1 and break that one out. Go ahead and come over here and place in a comparator in this direction and then one in that direction. Redstone dust here, here, and here. Come over to this side, and you're going to come out another 2 blocks just like this, and 2 more blocks over here to the side. You're going to put redstone dust here on that corner. Go ahead and put 2 repeaters right here. This one's going to be set to 4 ticks, this one's going to be set to 2, and this one's going to be set to 1 tick just like that. Come over here with your sticky piston, going to bring it upwards just like that, with a block on its face. Now we need to go ahead and bring that wiring all the way down to that circuit over there. Next, go ahead and come on into the farm right here. You're going to come over here to this repeater right here. We need to put a block on top of that guy, so go ahead and place yourself in a temporary block and then one right here on the side. Also, you need to place a slab right here, in an upside down slab just like that, so you can place in a repeater on top of it. Go ahead and place in yourself a repeater right there, then a orange block just like that. Now we need a staircase on down. Let's go ahead and do that 3 times. So that's 1, 2, and 3 just like that. So now we have a 1 block gap in between this circuit and that circuit. So go ahead and bring this out and in front just like this. Over here we need to bring this circuit out just like this. Go ahead and break that one out and place a block up just like that. Leave that temporary one in there. We're going to need it just now. Go ahead and put in a repeater right there and then bring a block out like this. And then go ahead and staircase this on down, just like so. Let's go ahead and get ourselves down to the original elevation of our other circuit down here. So just bring this on down. as many times as that is. There we are. So let's go ahead and connect that up. Now we need to go ahead and bring redstone all the way from here, all the way back to the other repeater that we have set up. So let's go ahead and bring this all the way up here just like this. And right there. That is all that done. Now in the very beginning of this tutorial, we started out right over here and we put in a redstone torch right here, right behind that repeater right there. That's going to go ahead and power that green block, which is right above our dirt block on our piston right there, just so you guys have some location. So what we're going to do now is we're going to be installing the block that's going to be being put right there. And as you can see, it's powering that repeater. So what we need to do is we need to make that block toggleable from that position to this position. So what we need to do is we need to put in a sticky piston right here. So let's go and break that one out and put ourselves a sticky piston in, and let's go and break this one out for right now. Let's go ahead and bring this circuit. We're going to go ahead and get this guy to come all the way down here just like that. So go ahead and leave that hanging on right there. We're going to go ahead and connect up to this guy right here, break out this torch that I have, and we're going to come up by 2 blocks. This might be a little difficult to actually get in here. You might have to break some blocks here temporarily. Actually, you know what? Come over right over here. Perfect. We need to go ahead and place in a couple repeaters. These need to be on 5 ticks. So go ahead and put that one on 4 just like that. Come over here with a sticky piston in the upwards position just like this, with a block on top. That's going to come out into some redstone, which is going to tie into our acacia circuit when it's powered. So when that's activated, that will go ahead and tie into the acacia circuit. But from now, that's going to go ahead and come right over here. It's going to step on up over this slime block here. So we need to come right up just like this, just like that. And then we can connect this up right here, like so. Alright, now we can go ahead and bring this redstone dust up and over. We can bring in a repeater right here just like that. Okay, now since we have a 1-tick pulse coming out of there, we should have a 1-tick pulse. Go ahead and spit that block out every time a tree's grown, and it'll retract it, or it'll retract it every time a tree's grown, then it'll put it back every time its tree's ready to grow. And that circuit's actually going to come from this side, which is going to be from right here. So let's go ahead and put in a block right here. I'm going to put in a repeater just like that, with a sticky piston and a block on top just like that. That's going to be our monostable circuit that's going to make the block spit out. So now we need to bring that circuit all the way around here, and as you can tell, that's going to go ahead and bring into our acacia circuit again once that block's activated inside there. So let's go ahead and bring in some redstone dust just like that. Alright, then go ahead and take that block away. We're going to stop here right below this green block right here. Go and take another purple block right here, and then another one right here. Now what we need to do is we need to put in a repeater right there. That's going to be our input to that system, and that's going to go all the way over to the wood chopping system. So now we're going to go ahead and leave this guy hanging. We're going to come back to that guy. Now we need to go ahead and start work on our wood chopping area. Grab your obsidian and your regular pistons and go ahead and come down here to the bottom of your tree output right here, right outside the farm. So go ahead and come down here to the bottom. You're going to go ahead and come out a block just like this, and then your regular piston is going to start just like this right here. Alright, so that's going to go and start pushing those blocks upwards, and then from here on out we need to go ahead and go obsidian piston, obsidian piston, until we have 5 pistons. Alright, so that's 4 pistons and then 5 pistons just like that. Alright, so that's going to be the bottom half of your upwards facing wood pushing circuit that's going to go ahead and push it into the wood chopping area. Same thing over here. We need to come out by a block just like this, and actually we need to go ahead and put in our piston right here on that block right there, just like that. There we are. Then go ahead and again go ahead and obsidian and then piston. Alright, okay, and then bring this on down. This time we're going to come down 6 blocks. So that's 3, and then here's 4 just like that. That's kind of hard to place. 4 right there, so that's 4 in total. Okay, and then obsidian, and that's 5, and then one more makes 6. Okay, so now we have 5 pistons on the bottom, and we have 6 on top, which makes for 11 blocks. Then we have this one in the middle, which is going to be the pistons that are actually facing this direction. Go ahead and bring a piston right here, and then you're going to go ahead and place 5 pistons in this direction right here. So go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. Okay, so that's going to be the middle section. So here's your 5, 6 plus 6 is 12. So there's your 12 blocks just like that. Now the issue is that we have this piston right here, which is going to shove a block down into this area right here, and as you can see, there's no piston right there to shove it back over there yet. So what we need to do is we actually need to put that guy in. So let's go ahead and put a block right there, break this one out, and put a piston right there. That's going to be that extra circuit, or the extra block. So as you can see, we got 5 pistons right here, and we have 5 pistons right here. So there's 5 blocks. It's going to shove that out. Here's 5 pistons. It's going to shove that out. Here's your extra one. Then you're going to have one over here. There's your other 2 blocks for your 12 tall tree, and there's your wood crushing circuit that does all 12 blocks. Be sure to put obsidian on the backs of all of these. Make sure that no pistons can ever be pushed out of the farm, and make sure you have obsidian on the backs of all of these too. Go ahead and come across the way. Okay, so this is where your wood's going to be coming in. This is the area it's going to get pushed to, and if you have any extras, they're going to get pushed right here. So go ahead and break these 2 out. This is a temporary block too. So we need a piston right where that block is there. So there's a temporary one there. Go ahead and break these 2 out. Let's place in another piston right there. We need to go ahead and mimic these 5 over here. So go ahead and place these in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now technically, to run the farm, as long as it never jams up, you will only need this piston and you will only need that piston. But I guarantee you, at some point, you will be stupid and you will go ahead and log in and plant a tree, and it'll shove it into the farm. You won't think anything will be wrong until the farm jams up, because you don't have your second player logged in to chop the trees. Once all that wood gets pushed over, you're going to be thankful that you have these pistons in place, even though you don't normally need them. So go ahead and put those there. Also, go ahead and make sure you put obsidian on the back sides of all of these as well. Next, we need to go ahead and wire up these pistons in the order that they need to be fired in. This set of pistons right here is going to be the first one that we're going to be firing. This is your extra block pistons. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming off this circuit right here. Go ahead and come off there with an orange block and then a decorative block of your choice. You're going to be able to see that one from the inside. Over here on the side, go ahead and step on down a block right in front of that obsidian and break that block out. From there, you're going to go ahead and put redstone dust on top of there, just like this. Go ahead and come across your pistons, just like that. Go ahead and come across back on top of your obsidian. And now we're going to come across on this piston and bring this together just like this. Go ahead and put redstone dust here and here. Then go ahead and bring yourself a repeater set to just 1 tick, just like this, with redstone dust the rest of the way. Come around to the backside where these pistons are. Go ahead and place 5 observers on top of all these guys like this. Come around the bottom side and place 4 observers just like that on the right hand side. Make sure that you do not place an observer right here. You will get a double update from this piston pushing up and then coming back down. You don't want that. You just want it from going up. So next what we're going to do is we're going to put some blocks on the face of these guys. Go ahead and step out a block like this, just like that. There we are. Go ahead and bring these around here, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and step up a block right here, and actually that's going to come around right here. Let's do that, just like that. There we are. Then you can go ahead and run redstone dust all along here, come on down here, and then bring that all the way around back. Next up, we're going to be powering up these lower pistons. So go ahead and place concrete on every single piston just like this, and go ahead and place redstone dust on top of those just like this. Here we go. Go ahead and bring that all the way down just like that. Come back up to the top right here to this obsidian block. Go ahead and place up a block up just like this, and then a block out like that. Place 2 more down and place repeaters all set to 4 ticks on this. Come out to the end, come up a block like that, come out to the side, come out another block, break this one out. Come out 2 more, again all repeaters set to 4 ticks. Step up a block, break that one out. Bring this all the way to your green circuit over here and connect that up with redstone dust. Next up, we need to wire up our top pistons. Let's come over here and put redstone dust on top of all of our obsidian. Go ahead and place that all the way down, minus the one on the end. Don't place a redstone dust there. Go ahead and place yourself a block and redstone dust on top of that one. Come over here by 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place in 3 repeaters, all set to 4 ticks. 2 dots of redstone dust. Then go ahead and come on down to the this side over here. Go ahead and come off this circuit, just like that. Place in a 1 tick repeater. Make sure it's not on 4 ticks, it's on 1 tick. Come up to a block, just like this. Go out to the side, break this one out. Come out 3 more. Place in 3 repeaters, all set to 4 ticks. Come up a block like this. Then come back a block over itself again, just like this. Come up a block right here, and actually come down a block like that, and then place in a slab right on the top side of that one, and you can break this one out. That's a temporary one. Go ahead and place in redstone dust there, and there, so it'll carry the signal all the way up. Now that our wood crushing circuit's all hooked up, we need to tell the farm when it's time for a new tree. So let's go ahead and hook up to this part right here. We're going to come off this obsidian block with 4 blocks right here. Go ahead and put those in. Put redstone dust on top of all of these. And then at the end, go ahead and step up a block like this, and then come out 3 more to the side. Just like that. Go ahead and break this one out right here. Place in 2 repeaters set to 1 tick, and then some redstone dust. Following the same elevation as this guy, go ahead and come over here to this block right here and place in another block. As you can see, that's on the same elevation. Grab a dispenser and come down to the downside and place that in just like that, breaking that block out. Grab some hoppers, go ahead and crouch place these into the side over here. This is why we left this little indent that we had earlier. You're going to come in the same parallel as that. Go ahead and crouch place these in all the way back to that purple concrete back there. So we're going to place these in just like that. Grab some furnaces, so you can place these in like this. Alright, go ahead and place these all in. We're going to place that one in. And then we're going to come across over here. And then we can go ahead and finish that off with all furnaces like that, because they're all going to get powered anyway. So go ahead and come over here. What we're going to do now is we're going to come across from this guy right here. We're going to hook back up into that circuit, which is our circuit that tells the farm it's ready for a new tree. So we're going to just staircase on up just like this, breaking out all the blocks underneath. And then we're going to staircase on up to the same elevation as our other circuit over here. So let's go ahead and staircase out on up. How much further do we have? I think we're there. Awesome, that was perfect. So what we're going to do now is I think we're going to go ahead and put redstone dust on top of all these guys. This is going to come straight across just like this. And then right here we're going to go ahead and put in a repeater just like that, and go ahead and put redstone dust coming down across all down here. Bring that all the way down to the very bottom. Just like that, hooking that all the way up. Just a short little material list mistake. I actually used droppers over here in the design, but I guarantee you that using furnaces is just fine. It's actually going to get rid of a lot of the clicking. And I actually use droppers up here as well, and in the design over there I'm going to be using furnaces to get rid of all the clicking. So just a small material list mistake. Next, we need to wire up the oak mode circuit. So that's going to be coming up over here. We're going to tie into this circuit right here because it obviously doesn't need that whole top piston circuit. So we're going to cut off all these repeaters right here and bring it right back up to this area. So what we need to do is we need to come up by 5 blocks. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. Go ahead and step up on a block just like this. Do this 3 times. So that's 2, 3, just like that. Go ahead and come up by 2 more. Step up a block like that, and then come out a couple more like this, and then step up a block right there. Place in a repeater, and then redstone dust all the way back, just like this. Go ahead and bring that all the way down there. And then of course you're going to bring a block right here, which is going to cut that line off, which these 2 blocks right here are going to be toggleable. So this is going to go up, which is going to allow oak mode to go, and when they go down, it'll allow this mode to go. To make these circuits toggleable, we're going to need some sticky pistons. So go ahead and bring up some sticky pistons like this, and go ahead and get one in the downwards position just like that. Those were all temporary blocks. Go ahead and put another one on the side of that one just like that, so that way these 2 blocks are toggleable. Now what we need to do is we need to wire up the acacia and oak mode circuits. So the acacia mode circuit's going to come out this way. Go ahead and bring that to the back side of the farm like this. And then you're going to come down here to observer, and you're going to staircase up just like this every single time, just like that, and you're going to bring that all the way up to that circuit. Once you've done that and you've got your area to where it's in line with that, go ahead and step up one to the side just like this, just like that, to get yourself up to that same elevation, and bring that out here just like that. Go ahead and bring redstone dust, and make sure you count 15 redstone. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's as far as it'll go. Then a repeater, and that should be able to go the rest of the way just like this. There we go. Go ahead and put another repeater like that, and then go ahead and put redstone dust on top of there. If that doesn't work on your version of Minecraft, go ahead and put 2 blocks like this, and go ahead and put some redstone dust on top of there just like that. Doesn't really matter. But since it works on console, we're going to go ahead and go just like this because it's less blocks. Then of course we need to go ahead and wire up our oak mode circuit. So that's going to go ahead and come right over this way. We're going to come right there with another repeater just like that. That's going to tie right into here into this circuit. So what we need to do is we probably need to come right over here and just do this little zigzag pattern until we get over towards our piston right here. Let's go ahead and staircase on up like this with some redstone until we get up to the elevation of our little area right here. Let's go ahead and get that in, and maybe we can come out to the side a little bit too, just like that. There we are. Go ahead and get this all the way up. Here we are. We don't need all that. We can come across right here. There we go. Let's do that right there. I like that better. Alright, so Here we are. So let's go ahead and make sure that we have 15 redstone dust. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then that's going to be 15. So what we need to do there is we actually need to put a repeater in there and go ahead and put the rest of the redstone dust in. That should carry all the way down to the bottom, down to that repeater. Just a quick little note to add too. Over there in the other design, I put a couple blocks in like that, but with this way I've done it here, you can just go ahead and break this block out like that. All you need is just one bit of redstone dust there. Next, come on over to your wood crushing station. You're going to come right over here to your extra block piston right here. What we need to do is we need to actually put in break out this obsidian block and put in a block right here and actually put it right on the face of that piston. We're going to put a downwards facing hopper right there. Everything inside this chopping area is going to lead into this hopper, so what we need to do is we actually need to come in here and crouch place. Go ahead and crouch place a hopper like this, and it's kind of important that you do this. Just go ahead and do it just like this. Bring this back all the way to the front of the pistons right here where it matches the front of the pistons, and then on this side just go ahead and just lead these all in to these guys. Alright, so once you go ahead and do that, go ahead and come over here with obsidian and block in every single area that you really don't want. So go ahead and come up here, block on the roof just like this. Remember, you're going to have wood over there, so don't worry about that. Just go ahead and get this all in just like this. There we are. Alright, and if you want to, you can always change that out for obsidian too if you really want to, just how you don't break it on accident or whatever. But I'm just going to go ahead and leave it just so you guys know that that's for that circuit. Because, let's see here, I don't actually think you're going to get that far. Let's see, I think you can actually place obsidian right here. Go ahead and place obsidian right there. That's what we did in the other one. So go ahead and do that. That'll enclose that. Over here, go ahead and come up here, put obsidian there, and then also obsidian here. And also obsidian there. That should enclose everything, I believe. And all that should be wood later on, so that'll be all enclosed as well. Next up, we're going to be working on the storage area, but there's a few things I want to change. I want to go ahead and take this door and put it over here and make this a lot easier to get up to your AFK spot, so I'm going to be revamping that. And also, I think I'm just going to go ahead and add just one chest here in the back, because we only have one chest here in the front. There's not need for a double chest here. Also, we have this hopper loop, which I think we'll go ahead and keep, but also we need to keep in mind that we also do need a return station just in case you drop your axe in. I didn't really think about that because nothing should really be going in here except wood, but I accidentally dropped my axe in earlier, and I just realized that we should probably have some type of a overflow station, so I'm going to be adding that into the new design over here. Come right on down here in front, and what we're going to do is we're going to start off where we left off and come over 3 blocks just like this. Go ahead and fill that 2 block gap in. Go ahead and come across here. That's a temporary block. What we're going to do is we're going to come up those 2 blocks just like this and build ourselves a little roof in just like that. Okay. This is going to be a little corridor where we're going to come on in to the upstairs. Go ahead and build this in just like that. Next, we're going to go ahead and put in ourselves an iron door right here. Let's go ahead and put that in right there. Put ourselves a pressure plate in right here. This is going to be ladders up here, so let's go ahead and build this up. We can go ahead and bring this on up right here and place ourselves in some ladders just like this. Let's go ahead and put those in just like that. There we go. That'll bring us up to the top level. Go ahead and leave that there. We'll come back to that. From now, we're going to go ahead and continue on with this area. Go ahead and bring this floor out a couple more blocks, and we're just going to go ahead and go one by one here. You can go ahead and place in the walls right here, as that's going to be nice and neat right there. Go ahead and make this like this and put in some stairs just like this, just like that. And then you're going to skip 2 blocks just like this. Go ahead and skip 2 blocks. Then you're going to go ahead and place in another set of stairs just like this. And then once you get the roof in, you'll place in that one. So go ahead and skip 2 blocks just like this. Alright, then on the third one, another stair. Alright, so this is 1 module, this is 2 modules. You're going to need 6 of these. So you need to go ahead and create a 3rd one, a 4th one, and a 6th, all the way up to 6. Next, we're going to build our first shulker box loading station. This one's going to be a little bit different since we have to smash it underneath these pistons right here, but it's not too much different, so just pay attention. We're going to go ahead and place the block right there, come up 2 blocks like this, and break this one out. Come around in the front, place in a regular chest like this. Come on the back side and crouch place a hopper into the back of that one. Come off to the side like here, and go ahead and place yourself in a block in this position right there. Break these ones out. Go ahead and get yourself a block down here and come down 1 more. you can place a block in there like that and break this one out. Go ahead and place some redstone dust in there, and then a comparator set to subtract mode on this guy. Go ahead and put that on subtract. Place a block up like this, a block down like that, and then one out like this. Break that one out. Place a repeater on 4 ticks right there, with some redstone dust on that one, and a redstone torch on the back of that one. Come up a block right here. If I can place it on top of that guy, go ahead and do this right here. There we are. Alright. Now what we need to do to get around this guy, this is where it's going to be different from all the other ones. All the other ones you'd normally place a torch right here, but as you can see that's going to mess with that piston, so we can't place a torch right there. So on this one we're going to place in a repeater right here. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and bring that into a block like that. Place a repeater or a redstone torch in right there. This is going to come out to the side in L shape like this with some redstone dust right there and another repeater right there. Okay, so that needs to come up into a block. Now we need a sticky piston and a slab. Let's go ahead and get that in. A sticky piston and a slab. Here we are. Let's go ahead and get those in. Sticky piston facing downwards just like this. And then a slab on the face of that one just like that. Go ahead and grab yourself a button. Place that on here just like this. This is going to make sure that if you ever need to reset the circuit, if you ever need a new shulker box or whatever, you can go and reset it just like that. Then over here on this side, what we're going to do over here is we're going to go ahead and place in a torch right here. Come down here like this. Go ahead and place one out to the side and one over like that. Break these two out and place in a repeater set to 4 ticks right there. Now you need to go ahead and crouch place on top of that. Go ahead and get yourself an observer. Place an observer right here on top of that guy, if we can get it. Let's see if we can crouch place that. There we are. Make sure that guy stays on 4 ticks. So you crouch place that on top of that one. And then go ahead and place yourself in a, what is this called? The dispenser on top of that observer right here, just like that. Go ahead and fill in this space right here with whatever decoration block you want, like that. Grab yourself a hopper with a trap chest in the back of these guys right here. So go ahead and crouch place a hopper in the back of your dispenser right there, and then go ahead and crouch place a trap chest on top of that one. Alright, so that's what it's going to look like. You're going to go ahead and have your shulker box right here, some hoppers coming into the side here a little bit later, but go ahead and take this design and go ahead and multiply it all the way across. Remember, you're going to go ahead and change this out. So what this is going to look like instead is you're going to go ahead and take this torch out, you're going to put in some redstone dust. Okay, this is going to go on 2 ticks, and you're going to put a torch in right here. Okay, so this is how that's going to look. You're going to duplicate what I just did right there. Duplicate that all the way across on all 5 of these. But go ahead and leave this one the same. I'm going to go ahead and change it back right now. Also, too, as a side note, before you build the rest of these, this repeater right here can also stay on 1 tick. I just realized that because that observer serves as a falling edge monostable circuit, meaning that it turns on even though that repeater turns off. That means that this will refire when that whole circuit turns off. So as you can see, if we load this up with an empty shulker box here, let's go ahead and get an empty one here. Let's go ahead and get that guy right here. There we are. Alright, and we'll go ahead and put one with some items. It'll break it and dispense the new one just like that. As you can see, it does that on the falling edge. So that's perfect. At this point, you should have something looking like this. This is looking pretty good right about now. What we need to do now is just go ahead and double check everything. Double check to make sure everything works before we get too finished up. Go ahead and put yourself in an empty shulker box in your system, and then get a shulker box with something in it. I just got a few extra from the Bottle of Enchanting. Go ahead and double check that. It should dispense that out nice and neatly, and it should drop that shulker box down into the chest just like that. As long as everything's working all the way down the line, then you're ready to go ahead and move on to the next step. It's time to start making the front of this build look pretty good, so let's go ahead and come on over here. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fill these little areas in right here, just like that. Go ahead and put that in, and then you're going to place a button on the front just like that. Go ahead and do that for all the colors. Go ahead and do this for your lime and your orange and all of that. Go ahead and put a button on the front. Same thing for your orange. Button on the front. White. Button on the front. Just like that. There we are. And then yellow. And then of course cyan. Alright, then on across the top, what we're going to do on the top is we're going to go ahead and alternate between iron blocks, or actually that's what I'm going to use for decoration is iron blocks right here, and our sea lanterns. So let's go ahead and put that in, and then 2 sea lanterns, and then one of those in, 2 sea lanterns, just like this all the way back across. Oop, there we are. Alright, so that's going to go ahead and give us a nice look all the way across. And then on top of all of our iron blocks, I'm going to go ahead and throw some upside down stairs just like this to go ahead and throw off the whole thing right there. That looks pretty good. There we are. Alright, so now we can go ahead and throw the roof on. All you have to do is go ahead and just bring this whole roof level all the way across just like this, filling everything in. Come on the sides and make sure to button up your walls. And now you've got a nice looking place. All you need to do is chuck in all of your signage. Go ahead and grab your item frames or your signs. Go ahead and label all these. This is going to be our oak. This is going to be for our jungle wood. Let's go ahead and put that in here. Then we have our acacia wood. Then we have our birch wood. And over here we have our spruce wood. And then our dark oak. Next, we need to place in the circuit that's going to go ahead and tell the shulker box loading stations to break the shulker box whenever it's full. So what you need to do is you need to come over here to this comparator, the one that we set on subtract mode. Go ahead and place a black concrete block like that and place out 2 more just like this, 3 in total. You're going to go ahead and place a comparator right there, some redstone dust, and then remember that black shulker box that we had with everything -1 item. Let's go ahead and throw that down. And as you can see, that's -1 stack is what I'm saying. That's going to produce a signal strength of 14, which makes sure that anytime that this is full, that'll produce a signal strength of 15, and only at that time will the signal go through. You need to go ahead and duplicate this circuit for every single shulker box loading station. Now that all these are all done, let's go ahead and head on up here and we're going to work on our AFK wood chopping station. So the player needs to be standing right here with an axe in his hand just like this. So that means that the floor needs to be right about there. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and place in our floor block like that. That's right where the player needs to stand, right? The player can fit in there just perfect. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to make that extendable too. So we need to come in here with a sticky piston just like this. We're going to go ahead and come on down here with a couple blocks just like that. And go ahead and get yourself a repeater right there. Place in a block just like this, and another block up just like that, and place in a lever on top of that one. Over here, you're going to go ahead and flick that lever, which is going to bring that guy down, and placing yourself in some stairs on top of that guy. That's going to make it to where every time you walk in, you should be able to come over here, flick the lever, and be right in the AFK spot. Coming back out of the AFK area, go ahead and come down over here. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and complete this little area up. So let's go ahead and build in these walls. We can finish the floor. And we can go ahead and put that guy in right there. Now what we can do is we can put in the roof, we can put in the walls, and go ahead and build out this little corridor across all of these like this, leaving these little areas open just like that. Go ahead and put in your roofs just like this. Go ahead and cover that all in. And then across over here, you can go ahead and put yourself in a slab just like that. That'll go ahead and cover that. And go ahead and put yourself in a roof just like there. That'll make it nice and easy. So when you go inside of here and you want to go access your chest, you accidentally don't fall out. It actually keeps you there, but you can see that chest nice and easily. Down here at the end, remember to go ahead and close up your wall. Come on back to your ladder and go ahead and build this up just right here. Go ahead and fill this all in, making that all nice and neat right here. Getting yourself a nice little corridor to come up. Let's go ahead and get this all in here just like this. Here we are. Build this up to the floor level up here. And then of course get your ladders in just like this. Get these guys in here. And then you can go ahead and put your floor block in here right there. Alright, looking pretty good. Go ahead and get these wall blocks in just like this. Go ahead and get those all in right here. You can put these in right there. Get this place all looking good right here. Get all these in just like that. There we are. Alright, leave this spot open because we're going to be building our bottle of enchanting shulker box loading station right there. So go ahead and build that out. Then this guy can stay right there. You can go ahead and build these walls up too. Go ahead and block off all that redstone so you don't have to see any of that. That looks nice right there. There we go. Bring this across and over like this. Just like that. You can go and put yourself a little roof on the place like that. And you can bring up the ladders too if you like. You can bring those up 1 or 2. It doesn't really matter. Just as long as you like it. And yeah, so that's pretty much that done. Next is the shulker box loading station. So go ahead and continue up your wall right here. Go ahead and finish this all up right there just like that. There we are. Go ahead and place in a chest right here like that. You're going to place a hopper into the back of that one right here. Go ahead and place yourself in an upside down stair just like this, so you can access that chest pretty easily, just like that. Should be able to access that. Over here, you're going to go ahead and place in another hopper, but first you're going to go ahead and place in a dropper in the upwards position just like that. Go ahead and place in a hopper just like this, just like there. And then you can go ahead and place in a couple blocks right here and build this up to make that give that a nice look. Go ahead and place in your item frame with your bottle of enchanting or your signs for labeling. Then throw a button right here. You're going to grab a dispenser and throw it across over here in this direction right there. You're going to continue this dropper tower all the way up to this hopper up here. So go ahead and get yourself some temporary blocks in so you can crouch and place holes in. Get all these. Get a couple droppers in here. Get a couple temporary blocks up like this right here. There we are. Alright, let's go ahead and place another dropper in there just like that. There we go. They all have to be facing upwards just like that. Alright, everything's looking pretty good. Alright, so go ahead and get all that in, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step, which is to come over here on the side of your hopper. Go ahead and place in a couple decorative blocks like that so you can close that up nice and neat. Place in a block right here with a comparator on top that's going to go ahead and detect whatever's inside that hopper. Place in a block on its face with a redstone torch on that face. Come out a couple blocks like this right here. Break these two out right there. Put some redstone dust on top. A sticky piston on its face. A block on top of that one, and a block out to the side. A repeater set to 1 tick, with another sticky piston facing upwards, with a block on top, and a block out to the side. 2 bits of redstone right here, and a repeater set to 2 ticks. Block up in front. Go ahead and come out to the side again. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and come on up here. Let's go ahead and get our sticky piston in here. Let's crouch place this in here. We might have to break out a couple blocks right here. That sticky piston is going to go in right here, just like that. And then we're going to put a slab on the face of that one right here. Go and put back your decorative blocks just like that. There we are. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and come in here, put a repeater into that guy. We're going to staircase on up out of here. Let's go ahead and get a block up like that, and then a block down like here. Go ahead and staircase down to your other circuit down here, just like that. Here we are. Alright, and then go ahead and connect that all up with redstone. Alright, just like that. Now we also need to power our dispenser down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put 2 blocks just like this. Go ahead and grab a button. This button here is not to press. It's literally just to redirect this redstone. We don't want the redstone running into that hopper. We just want it locking that bottom hopper. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and come up here with a redstone torch just like this. You can break this block out right here. And then right under here, you can go ahead and put yourself in a repeater set to 4 ticks. Also, don't forget to come above your torch and place in a block above that one. And now to send the items up from the bottom dropper to the top, we're going to need 2 blocks right in here. We're going to need a couple right in here, just like this, right there. Grab yourself 2 redstone torches and place those in right there. This one up here, you can just place in some redstone dust like that. This one over here is a little bit complicated. You just have to come over here like this with some redstone dust like that. Go ahead and come over here with a block right here with some more redstone dust and a repeater right there. Now we need to come up top and go ahead and come on over here to this block right here. Place in a cyan block with some redstone dust on top. That's going to be what powers our dispenser to dispense our bottles of enchanting. Go ahead and place a block on top of that one and one out to the side like this with a comparator on that one right here. Off to the side of that comparator, we're going to go ahead and put in 4 hoppers in a ring just like this. Go ahead and put one down and then go ahead and put 4 consecutively going around and around in a ring just like this. Go ahead and put one right into the other. Break this one and then complete the loop right here. Put furnaces on top of all of these to go ahead and stop the lag, and also so we can put some redstone dust on top of them without them flickering on and off. Go ahead and come on down here, get yourself a couple temporary blocks like that, and then bring one up here just like this. Break that one out, put a redstone torch right there. These 2 are temporary, and you can actually place a block right there. Break these 2 out. This is going to have a repeater on it set to 2 ticks, just like that, with a repeater facing, or sticky piston facing upwards, just like that. Then off the side of this guy right here, go ahead and grab yourself an observer, and you're going to go ahead and observe what that repeater right there is doing. So go ahead and put that in right there, and then we can go ahead and Put this in right here, just like that. Go ahead and go to your hopper. Place in one item of your choice. Doesn't have to be anything else, but just whatever you guys want. Just I use stone. So that's the tall tree dispenser mode. Now we actually need to put in the oak mode dispenser. And to do that, we're going to come back to this block right here. Go ahead and crouch place a block on top of this one right here, so you can place a comparator on that one right here. Go ahead and build out another hopper ring. We're going to come out like this. We're going to come out by 5 this time. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, making a hopper ring, all consecutively pointing back into each other. And bring it back this way. And then, of course, break the last one and then complete the ring, just like that. Grab your furnaces, place these all on, just like this. Get all these on here. Go ahead and jump up here and then do these couple. There we are. Alright, then redstone dust on top of all of this. It'll lock all these hoppers. There we are. Alright, go ahead and hop off. Go ahead and open this, or actually, you know what, before we open that, go ahead and build yourself a little torch tower right here. We need to go ahead and build ourselves a little tower coming off right here. Go ahead and get that guy in, and then one down here. Put yourself in a torch. Then off to the side of this one, you're going to place in a repeater. And actually, you know what, go ahead and leave that one there. We're going to go ahead and come off of this guy right here. Put in your observer right here. Like this, right there. Oop, that's set to 2 ticks. Go ahead and leave that on 1. Make sure that's on 1. Don't mess up like I just did. And go ahead and put a sticky piston in the upwards position like that. Break that block out, and then put one up just like this, with the block facing out, and with a repeater set to 2 ticks. And then go ahead and burn that into a block, just like this, with redstone running into that torch. Also, don't forget to put your piece of stone in. Go ahead and open up that hopper and put whatever item you want, just as long as it's just one. Next, go ahead and place in some floor blocks if you haven't already. Make sure not to come out so far that you're going to be hitting the slime blocks. Make sure that your floor is just like this. Then go ahead and come up to the shulker box, and you're going to need to crouch place some hoppers into the side of that one. Go ahead and bring those out to here, right to that torch. Place one in the top of that one now. Go ahead and come out to the side again, and out one more. And again, we're going to need some temporary blocks, so go ahead and get your stuff on up here. Go ahead and place in another hopper facing down into that one. Now we're going to go ahead and come out to the side right here, just like this. We're going to leave that one hanging right there. Then over here, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the green one. Go ahead and bring that one out to the side. Bring that all the way out here, just like this. Go ahead and get that away from that torch right there. Bring that on up and bring it on out, just like this. And then, of course, you're going to bring it on up one more time. Once you come out here, go ahead and come on out here and bring that up, just like this. We're going to go ahead and, you know what? Go ahead and bring this up right here. Go ahead and crouch place that in just like that. There we are. Go ahead and do the same thing over here for your orange and every other circuit in between. Next, it's time to go ahead and put in your item sorters. So as long as all your hoppers are looking like this, go ahead and come over here to your right side where your magenta is. Go ahead and place in one more hopper out to the side just like this. Then you're going to crouch place a block on the side of that one right here. Crouch place a block up there, and then another hopper into the side of that one, just like that. Come up here and break that block out and put in a comparator right there. Now we're going to go ahead and build this out. Go ahead and come out a block right here. Step down a block like that. You can break this one out. Come down 2 blocks right here, and then a block out to the side. Break this one out in the middle. Place in a repeater set to 2 ticks right there. A torch on the face, and then some redstone dust on top. Go ahead and do the same thing to all 6 of these. Once you have all 6 item sorters all wired up, go ahead and come on over here to your magenta circuit. We're going to start covering up all of our hoppers. So go ahead and place in a furnace right there, then a dropper everywhere else. Go ahead and place one in there. You can place droppers on top of here. Make sure you don't cover these up, the ones that are facing into the comparator. Leave those open. You can place in droppers on top of these guys. Then on right here next to these blocks, go ahead and place in furnaces. That way you don't get that clicking noise. So again, next to the blocks, put in your furnaces. And on top of here, you can put in your droppers. Go ahead and cover all these up. Let's go ahead and crouch place again, droppers, and then furnace. And again, furnace, and then droppers all the way across. Next, go ahead and come around the side. Break these 2 blocks out right here. Put a block in right there. Go ahead and come around to the other side and place in a chest. Go ahead and come around back again, place in an upside down stair just like that, and come around back this side and place in your sign or item frame with whatever you're going to put for your lost and found right there. So that's what we're going to add in right there. Go ahead and come out here with a couple temporary blocks just like this. Let's go ahead and get a temporary block out there. And let's crouch place a hopper into the back of this one and carry that all the way up here like this. So get that up to the elevation to where those hoppers are. So that's going to be up here right around this elevation. There we are. So go ahead and bring this all the way around like this. Let's go ahead and get this all the way around here. Bring this all the way just like this. There we go, until you're in line with these hoppers. Just like that. Then go ahead and bring this across all of these. Let's go across just like this. And then go ahead and bring that all the way down to the end. And when you're done with that, remember to go ahead and place droppers on top of all of your hoppers. Once you've got that hopper line in, making sure that all the hoppers are leading back into each other all the way down to the very last module, which should be your magenta module, go ahead and come around back here. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and crouch place some hoppers coming in the back right here. Go ahead and crouch place these in right there. Go ahead and bring these around again. Crouch place again. These around right here. Just like that. There we are. Go ahead and place droppers on top of all of these. Just like this. Right there, if I can get it. There we are. Alright, go ahead and do that. And then, of course, wherever you're going to have power going to, go ahead and place a furnace so you don't get that clicking noise. And then go ahead and go back to droppers, just like that. And of course, we're going to have power right there, so we're going to use a furnace. Then, of course, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tie that into this right here. So that hopper comes in right there. So perfect. Let's go ahead and crouch place these into each other right there. And then crouch place these into there, just like that. Perfect. All right, so go ahead and place yourself in dropper right here. That should be all right. There we are. Awesome. So once you're done with that, that should all be linked up so that way everything goes ahead and flows on through. Anything that overflows should go over here into your lost and found. Go ahead and break out these two blocks here underneath your hoppers. Also, don't forget to come back to your item sorters, and you need to load these guys up. So go ahead and put your items in here just like this. Go ahead and put 4 items just like that, and go ahead and put the log of choice in the item sorter. You can go ahead and put a stack in there that'll flow into the system. That'll make sure that everything's working. Like over here, we're going to go ahead and put jungle wood because that's lime green. Let's go ahead and put those in there. Let's go ahead and put jungle wood in there. Perfect. That should go ahead and drain out. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for the rest of these. Once you have all of your item sorters all filled up, go ahead and come around to the front where your bottle of enchanting station is. Go ahead and fill this dispenser up here all the way with all of your shulker boxes filled with bottles of enchanting. Go ahead and get that extra one that we have. I have 10 of them just because we're in creative here. Go ahead and load that up, and you should see that that should start taking those out right away. Now, all those are going to go right into here, and as we go ahead and use the farm, it's going to go ahead and go ahead and spit some more of those up into the system. So we're going to have to test that out later to make sure that alls are coming over there. Come on over to your bone meal chest and load up all of your shulker boxes filled with bone meal. You should see that a new shulker box got dispensed and it is emptying out, and that your torch tower is working over here on your dispensers over here, or your dropper tower going into your bone meal area. Go ahead and throw a dropper on top of that one to go ahead and finish that guy up. That's all done now. So now that we have our shulker boxes in there, we're looking pretty good. This light should have come on, letting you guys know that you have bone meal in the system. And as you can see right here, what I was talking about, you have that nice texture. It's pretty seamless. You don't really notice it unless you really look closely at it. So it's pretty good. So we're getting pretty close to the end of the farm here. Let's see what else we have to do. Go ahead and bring this out and around and cover up this chest right here. You can bring this room out around and around like this because you have that button right there. And then you can do whatever you like with this wall coming out on that side. Remember to go around everywhere with torches. Make sure that all of your lighting updates are going to be okay, and make sure that the torches aren't on pistons like that. Make sure that all the torches are going to be able to last and not just get broken. So go ahead and torch up everywhere around the farm, every bit of redstone there is. Come on around the front. You're going to go ahead and head inside this little door right here. We need to break this ladder and put in a pressure plate so we can open that from the inside just like that. Go ahead and climb up this ladder right here, and then you're going to head over here. Go ahead and start loading up these chests with all of the allotted shulker boxes. Build yourself a beacon pyramid and go ahead and place your beacon. Make sure that you are within range of your chopping chamber. Go ahead and come on over here and place in your iron ingot and activate this thing. You're going to place in your iron ingot and then select haste. You're going to come over here to your heart, select regen, and then select this check button just like that. That'll go ahead and activate regeneration and just regular haste. You're not going to have haste too. So if you look on your thing, you should see regeneration and haste. That should be going up just like that. And then if you go over here to your AFK station, double check to make sure that you built it close enough. And go ahead and flick that lever right here. There we are. Alright, so once we're in here, go ahead and build in this area right there. There we are. So now we're fully intact. And as you can see, we should still have all of our regen and our haste like that. You need to make sure that that is active when you're in this spot right here. Come down here to your purple circuit. Now that we're done building the farm, go ahead and come over here, and we're going to toss that block right over that redstone torch right there, throwing the farm in the on position, letting the farm know that it's ready to grow a tree. Earlier I made a small mistake. Come over to these repeaters and set all of them to 4 ticks. Also over here on the side, right where this redstone torch is, this is locking that hopper, which is a boo-boo. So we need to go ahead and undo that. Let's go ahead and get this guy right here and bring this around just like that. Go ahead and break this guy out and redirect him in there. Go ahead and come on up here, and then we're going to go ahead and place in our droppers and hoppers. So go ahead and place a dropper in there, and a furnace right there, and then of course another dropper right there. Let's go ahead and crouch place that in right there. There we are. Also, apparently on these ones as well, I've made a mistake. These hoppers here need to go ahead and go away, which means that these ones here need to go away as well. We need to go ahead and take this one out. Go ahead and face a hopper down right into that one. And then you're going to go ahead and replace that one right there. Go ahead and place a dropper on top of this guy, and that should go ahead and button that up. You need to go ahead and redirect each and every one of these for all of these guys. Sorry about that mistake, guys. All of your hoppers and droppers should be looking like this when you're done. And with that being said, that should be the last bit of your farm all done. You should be able to go ahead and test it out now. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead on inside the farm. You should see that everything's working, everything's lit up the way it's supposed to be. Go ahead on over here. Let's go ahead and turn on our farm. Let's just turn on the bone meal, as you can hear. Let's go ahead and load in our second account over here. Get him in the game. Alright, let's go ahead and get him in the AFK spot. So we're going to go ahead and go up our ladder right here. There we are. Go ahead and, oh, that's the shulker box loading area. Here's the AFK spot. We're going to walk right up here, flick our lever. That's going to lift us up. Go ahead and put ourselves in survival mode, because that's what you're going to be using this in, is in survival mode. Remember to pin yourself in this corner right here. It's very, very important that you do pin yourself so you can reach that last block, that 5th block down there at the end. Go ahead and wrap a rubber band around your R2 trigger, just like this. Alright. And then go ahead and start planting trees, guys. You can plant spruce trees, just like this. They'll go ahead and grow. You can plant birch trees, just like this. There we are. And then you can also plant jungle trees. Alright, everything looks like it's worked properly. Alright, that gets sucked out of the farm. Let's go ahead and turn oak mode on. Let's go ahead and try that guy. Let's go ahead and throw oak mode on. And as you can see, you know what? We can't do that. We need to grow another tree because we can't switch modes while that dispenser's on. So make sure you guys do that. If your dispenser for your bottle of enchanting comes on, you need to grow one more tree to make sure that it's not powered anymore. So now that should be depowered. Go ahead and let's turn on oak mode here. Let's go ahead and get our oak saplings out. Let's go ahead and plant one of these guys. Let's wait for this guy to come all the way down. There we are. Okay, go ahead and plant one of these in. You should see that these grow extra fast. Yep, just like that. The farm kind of revs up just a little bit. Awesome, alright. So we're getting plenty of oak trees just like that. That should work just fine. Nice, everything's working perfectly. Let's go ahead and turn oak mode off. There we are. Let's go ahead and flick acacia mode on here in a second. There we are. There's acacia mode. Alright, let's go ahead and plant an acacia tree. Alright, if we plant another sapling, no bone meal. Should suck the branches out of the farm. There we are. Another tree. There we are. Then it should sack the branches out of the farm. Awesome. Everything's working properly. Another tree. There we are. Sweet. Even acacia trees, this thing does. So there we go. Awesome. So that is every tree type that you just saw go through the farm. Everything's working out just fine. Let's go ahead and turn this off. Let's go ahead and turn this guy off as well. Go and flick all those off. And you should see that everything is coming into your chest, or into your shulker boxes nice and neatly there. There we are. Jungle wood, acacia wood, nice. Birch wood, and then spruce wood, sweet. Then of course we don't have any dark oak yet because we don't have a dark oak farm yet. And then of course if we have an axe and we throw it in the system on accident, let me go ahead and do that just in case you're silly and you throw your axe in the system. As you can see, the hopper grabbed it. Let's go ahead and check down here and we'll see if it comes into the system here, so that you guys know that you guys will get your axe back. Let's go ahead and delete everything I have in my inventory so I can grab that. And that should come into that chest here in just a moment. There it is. Awesome. So that comes back out of there, and anything that doesn't belong in this storage system should come back out of that lost and found down there at the end. But that is it for now, guys. I have totally finished this farm. It is now working correctly. Everything is working good. Let's go ahead and exit the game here on the right side. But man, I had so much fun building this thing. It is a monstrous build, but it's absolutely wonderful with how many tree types you can grind up through it. So I hope you guys really did enjoy the episode, and if you did, please remember to hit that like button, and if you really liked it, please remember to subscribe, and as always, share this video with all your friends. I'm Broken Bones, and I will see you guys next time.